I'm a bit late today. I had some trouble finding a parking lot for my aircraft. I parked on the second floor. Anybody was in it, has visited? You're cordially invited to make a selfie inside. There's some cool features, smart data, and smoking shit in my spacecraft on the second floor. How are you today? Okay. How many of you are data scientists, please? Hands up. Okay, students? Okay, cool, you're the future, that's why you're here. I'll talk about, thanks actually about the craft beer thing. I forgot about one of the startups. We've launched the craft beer trend in Germany, and I think it kind of started down because I did not use smart data back then, right? Okay, so today's speech is about basically using smart data and data modeling in order to achieve two things. The first one is optimize campaigns and save or distribute better the marketing budget that we have, and secondly, get to know the customer, know what the customer really wants. And there's a lot of disruptive trends in our industry. So our industry is not the primary sales of new cars, it's the automotive after sales. So basically, my company repairs 10,000 people who repair cars in 550 workshops. So there's a couple of disruptive trends that we can see in our industry. There is big data, or I call it smart data, which is arriving already, digitalization of channels and also interfaces. And we also see an importance of the B2B and B2C fleets. And what's coming up next? We definitely see entry of new players, disruptive new technologies, the trend towards from hardware towards software, and also connected vehicles. So vehicles are connected either through our smartphones or through embedded 4G modems. So we're constantly connecting to different locations, and we're also trackable. So that's information that we need to use to improve our offers. And then the next soon coming trends are electrification of powertrains. You've all seen the Teslas and the hybrids. It's also about autonomous driving and emerging markets and new services. So for us, this is a pretty disruptive thing because we need to change our habit of doing things. And if you look what happens, how much time it took for different technologies to earn 50 million subscribers or customers, we see that the automotive industry was extremely long. It was very long to get 50 million users to 62 years, right? It got a bit quicker with computers, with mobile phones. The internet just took about 7, Facebook 4 years, and WeChat 1 year. And now if you compare automotive, 62 years for 50 million, and you all know, of course, Pokemon Go, 19 days, that's 1,500 times faster. So in our marketing habits, we need to be a lot faster in order to answer to our customer needs and the changing habits of our customers. So what happens every minute? 1,000 new internet users. We have zillions of Google connections. We have thousands of Instagram photos, hundreds of thousands of Instagram user posts, and anybody using Tinder, hand signs? I can see it anyway from nobody. Okay, that's strange because we have 1.5 million swipes per minute on Tinder, which means that, in a minute there's so much interaction and people very, very quickly decide. So we also need to adapt to that. And on the automotive part, the internet has already arrived. So you would buy an exhaust pipe on the internet or a tire. Yes, there are people already active on the internet, and they're basically buying and consulting products. This is one funny statistic too. It's in Paris, one of our companies is also renting to Paris the public bikes, and on the 13th of September, it was a strike day, there were 104 bikes rented in 1 minute through the app, so that's really massive. Okay, the times are changing, and why do I tell this? Because basically automotive is really a very, very slow industry, as we've seen, right? And it's very conservative. So today we have a major change, and the change that's being performed. It's coming from ownership towards usership. And that's, especially for cars, which is my industry, an extremely disruptive thing. People are renting cars per subscription, they're renting cars or taxis or even Lime scooters per app, and that means that the whole thing is changing completely. We need to adapt. Anybody been or lived in Paris? Now you can also order not only a Lime or Uber scooter through your app, but also order food, like it's your Foodora. So in Paris you can just use your Uber and get some food. And this is going to spread. Uber also already offers truck services and fleet management. So, just to give you the context, 18 months ago in Berlin we had 6,000 taxis. Today, 18 months later, we have 2,500 Uber cars on top. Okay, why? Because the customers convert into best class usability. And there's another disruptive element for us as marketeers in the automotive industry. It's the combustion vehicle. So maybe you know there's 1,200 engine parts in a big combustion engine. Guess please, now you can interact, it's time. How many parts does a e-motor have? Go. 2,000, no, it's got to be less.
500.
500. 100? 17. So that means a lot less job for us, right? Okay, so we have to shift. So why do I tell the whole story? We have to shift because times are changing, ownership to usership, the whole thing is changing. And this is a famous quote. Who knows who said this?
Every company.
It was, excellent. So he said, we have to become a digital company. So I thought they do like sports stuff. So I said, shit, Jesus Christ. Very quickly need a marketing manifesto. Here it is. So basically we drive the people to our stores. We have 550 stores, right, or workshop chains. And we have to follow the customer in the most relevant channels. Facebook, Google, GDN, TV, print. Wow, so many data. We have 5 million contracts per year of people that getting their car fixed, and 12 million tickets actually. So that's a lot of data. That's why we need to also capture the customer with the right message in the best format at the lowest cost, right? So we're opening also sustainable mobility to all because the whole thing is changing. So what do we need therefore? We need to change our habits too. We need to change the funnel. And instead of spending money on above the line, TV, radio, print, etc., we have to get into the core of business and get away from basically the silos that we're working in. So just for your information, in Germany, anybody who's from Germany actually? So the others, you don't know our company, no worries, but it's pretty big. So 90% of the people in Germany, which is an unaided brand awareness, it's very high. So I don't need to do above the line. I need to analyze what my customers want and what they need. So I need to get into the relevant set and into the first choice. So basically returning the funnel, and we have to, instead of doing and building brand awareness, rather going into a customer centricity model, meaning that we're not going in the front of the funnel, but we need to do it in the back. And therefore, of course, we do need data scientists, data crunching, analysis, and some smart ideas to change your habits. So how does it work in our company? I thought I'd just share some experience since I was invited here and talk a little bit of what we're doing every day. So we're building up with internal data, which is our on-site data from the website, and also the data from our auto centers, including CRM data, a kind of data lake, smart data lake, which also includes, of course, customer behavior, geographical data, advertising, competition data, and meteorological data. So this basically is the foundation and the data lake, and the different data points are really important for us. And thanks to a marketing manifesto, or let's call it a marketing strategy, we have set few but very precise KPI that we then measure and try to optimize. So what's happening? So, well, you imagine Germany is a big country, so if it snows, for example, in Bavaria, it doesn't mean that it snows in Hamburg, but we still want to sell tires. So of course we're going to do a different type of advertisement in the north, all-season tires instead of winter tires, which we can play in the south of Germany when it snows or when it frosts. So this basically has helped us, that's just one use case, to still increase the conversions, increase the impressions, but lower the cost per order, what you pay to acquire a new customer. So the more data we analyze, and today we're just basically starting to cross the different data points in order to learn on different services, we have improved massively our cost per orders, or let's rather say decreased or stabilized our marketing spendings and increased the transactions. Quick for you, some infos on the automotive market, and it's really disruptive, and I wouldn't have thought that we have such a big digital impact on this rather retailish and stationary business. The first big thing is, and we know that there's 45 million cars, but almost each driver has searched on the internet about products and services. And 8 million drivers have bought spare parts on the internet, and there's which is, for me, I believe it's an incredible figure, 9 million tires that have been sold through the internet. I mean, can you imagine? It's like, ding dong, hey honey, where do you want to have 4 tires? You want to have in the kitchen or in the cellar? People are doing it, okay? So we need to adapt to this. The second topic is that, so basically we see that most of the searches are done through marketplaces like eBay and Amazon, and 30% through search engines like Google or Bing. The second topic is the fragmentation of the value chain. Today, people are just driving to a station or a stationary shop. They're first getting their information to be prepared to negotiate the service or the price in a workshop. Now, we know this from other businesses, but I mean, it's just reality, so we need to be prepared and we need to be ready to offer and adapt to these requirements. And the third point is that digital channels, they have a major importance. So we've done, our group is active internationally, so we have also a couple of auto centers in France and in Spain, and we've measured the effect of research online and purchase offline, or as Google says, O2O, online to offline, and the effect is more than 50% in France and in Spain. So that means we need to be present with digital, which confirms our strategy to go away from buffer line advertisement and to go deep into digital marketing. For those who are interested how we do it, we have basically our data modeling here. We have 3 core data, which is data of the store from the transactions with the customers. We have our web analysis, our on-site analysis, and also CRM data that is stored, of course, in different data lakes and different data sources. But we are aggregating the data, and we are basically enriching this data modeling with online marketing information, which is off-site, like search engine, display, social, also newsletter, and offline marketing information like print, radio, TV, and out of home. So altogether, with also adding the external data, which we've seen, which is really important, we can enhance with seasonal data, like holiday store data, which is catchment area, Einzugsgebiet in German, and markets, price informations and ratings, also Google ratings and NPS, and the weather data. So all this thing goes into our data modeling, and the multivariate regression analysis dynamically identifies the influence of those relevant, and I think that's the point, the relevant explanatory variables. For us in the KPI, the explanatory variables are the conversion variables. Is a customer more likely to buy this or that, and why should he buy, and especially why not? Because if I know if he doesn't, it's out. So that's the the choose bit. And the second thing, what we've done with data, and that's maybe a little message to you. I don't know if anybody works or has touch point with marketing guys, like crazy guys like me. When you want to market something, you need to have personae. And very often people would like draw the personae and write it down the walls. Oh, that's our target group, cool. Forget it. The only real personae is a quantified personae. And how do we do it? We had a customer inquiry. We had 2,000 people, anonymous people in Germany. We've asked them about car services and products and their expectations. And we have taken into account all these informations. And then we have a little app. We have 10,000 employees, and they could vote and explain us what would be most relevant and most important for the customer. And we have basically identified 3 main personae, and they have names. One of them is the connected urbanite. He has specific attributes, right? Like he's a digital native, he's prestige and pleasure, it's variety, which is important for him. The second is the commodity seeker. It's going to be efficient, no pain, very easy, and of course also fair. And the third one is the calculator. It just goes after price. Yes, that exists. There's actually a fourth one, which we don't use because we're not in the primary market, not selling new cars, so all the conservatives that would have just bought a new car aren't really relevant for us. So what do we do? And for those who remember the marketing manifesto, it's all about getting the marketing messages and the products also that we of course analyze and predictively design. It needs to get to the right person. So the message needs to get to the right person with the right offer, and of course at the right time. Right time means right timing. It could be meteorological, could be a holiday, could be a specific seasonal or other format, right? And so what you see here is the materialization are the results of crunching specific numbers, and this is kind of a conversion rate funnel. And here we see, yeah, it's pretty shocking when you see how much people you're losing in the funnel, right? But at least we have the data points and we know where we can change, and this is how we constantly improve our customer journey in order to be more successful. Okay, so distribution of traffic. There's another thing. Imagine we have 550 workshops, and they of course have different capacities because there's 20 of the workshops in Berlin. Sometimes they're completely full. So of course I would never ever. Well, we used to, but now since we have data analysis, we are checking the availability of the centers and see if we would put SEA budget or local ads or local campaigns or in-store inventory sales, especially in Berlin, if there's no capacity. So it doesn't make sense, but combining those data points is very proficient because it saves us a lot of money and we can stick it into something else, either spend the money later or actually distribute it to other areas in Germany. So that's one of the things that made a lot of fun and also sense when we saw that the results were positive. So that's one of our problematic cross-channel campaigns. So you see the persona guy with a very specific look and feel, with a very specific tonality, and we're promoting the MOT campaign here. And so this would be a precise remarketing thing. We also have the relevance of the audience. So I don't know how this doesn't work. The relevance of the audience means that we have to channel the messages into the right fitting environment, to the right audience. And this was one funny thing. It was a geofence basically that we put over a parking lot where people that would be in a parking lot when it was more than 30 degrees with their car longer than an hour, and then we sent push messages to tell them that they could eventually change their air conditioning right with us. So that was extremely highly targeted and let's say contextually strong. So content is king and context is God or Shiva or I don't know, whoever you follow. All right. So That's the next steps in our journey, and my time's almost over. So basically what we're doing, we're gathering the data, we do some machine learning and have some instant analysis to adapt to our campaigning. We match and deliver the data, and we finally create also new opportunities and new services through the learning of our smart data applications. For you, students, data scientists, whoever you are, I always love the speech of Samuel Beckett, is there, try never fail, no matter, try again, fail again, fail better. Thank you.